Good morning. Welcome to the channel. We're back. This morning we're gonna be doing my traditional breakfast I drink in the morning. I mentioned that earlier in one of the sessions where we beets, blueberries, banana, peanut butter, kale, water, or cranberry juice. So we'll do that. We'll do that this morning. We'll drink that this morning, and that's what I put in my body first thing in the morning before I go to work, before I work out, whatever. I like to get that in. You know, I like to tell people I like to drink my breakfast in the morning. I haven't chewed my breakfast in I want to say going on 2 years now. This was I do. You know, first thing in the morning. I drink that. Uh, it helps me. You know, try to do everything that's gonna help me with the banana for potassium, blueberries, the the the, the um, the beets for the blood flow, which is very important for us. I tell people that nitric oxide and those beets helps the blood flow, helps to get that pump that we don't have to use from manufactured uh, powders. You know, when people use that pump stuff that goes in by and give you all the crazy feelings in your face and everything else that you go through whatever's going on with you, right? So this is what we'll be doing this morning. First, we're gonna start. We're gonna start putting our blend together. All right. I like the I like the Ninja. I like the Ninja 1500. Right? That's big money. You know, I'm not getting none for it, but I think it's nice. I like to get that. I like to get the Ninja. Get that right. So we're doing that Ninja 1500. Hook it up. We'll put the banana in there first. Bring it inside the kitchen. What we do here. No, men. I see too many men. Too many men that don't know how to cook, right? And that's pretty much that's a darn shame that you don't know how to cook. You know that you are dependent on someone to cook for you, right? You going to all these restaurants, so you got to wait for mom to come home and cook for you. That's not good. I like since I'm making a big picture, I'm gonna use 2 scoops protein powder. This flavor. This one is chocolate. It's called milkshake. You know, find your protein powder is up to you. I get the one on sale. You know, some people use the casein protein. Some people use all different types. Some people use the casein so it don't hurt their stomach. I use whey protein. It doesn't bother my stomach. And I try to use the cheapest. Right? And some of the places where they give you a big old bucket, but it's filled up halfway. As you know, they're ripping you off. So again, men, back to you. Stop. Learn how to cook. I don't care if it's a grilled cheese sandwich. Learn how to cook something. You know, teach your young men. Teach your kids. Teach your young men how to cook. Very important. If you want to sit around here and you waiting on your wife to come home, your girlfriend to come home, and you gotta worry about your cooking. They don't make no sense. You know. If you don't learn cook some eggs in the morning, whatever. Cook some eggs for yourself. Cook some eggs for your son, whoever. And teach them how to cook, right? That's important. I believe that we should be self-sufficient in what we do. Lie to self. Lie to on your own clothes. Right? Some men don't know how to do those things. I don't know why, but some men don't know how to do it. One thing my mother always taught us is that, be self-sufficient. I think I started cooking when I was 8 years old. My brothers told me one day, my mom went to work, whatever she would do, and I said, yeah, you cooking something? I ain't cooking for you. So that's when I first started cooking French fries. I was 8 years old. The old Crystal oil back in the day, that's what we used, and that's how I started cooking. But I sit here, when I would be on punishment, my mom would come have me sit down and watch her cook. So that's why I did. I cook everything from from chicken, turkey. I can make turkey dinner. I can make Thanksgiving dinner, everything, Christmas dinner, sweet potato pies, anything you need to cook, I can cook it. Because I didn't want to have to depend on no one to do anything for me, right? So My mother came through with that, told me how to do that, and here we go, right? Um, so I'll still talk my son. We're gonna add the blueberries in here. Blueberries is very important, you know, especially if you're diabetic. You know, blueberries are very good for you. Beets are good for you. The bananas with the potassium, that's good for us with our blood pressure, right? If you have blood pressure problem, potassium helps lower blood pressure, right? So all this stuff is important. So we have our protein powder, we have our bananas, we have our kale, and we're gonna add some peanut butter. I like to add about at least 3 scoops of peanut butter, you know, to give it more flavor, you know, add more protein to it. So you know, I like to get that in with the meal. So this will be my meal for the morning. Um, it will hold me until about 12 o'clock if I want to. It'll hold me to 12. So it helps out a whole lot. But so again, man, you know, important for us to learn how to cook, so we're not putting all that burden on our girlfriends or wives. That's not, you know, they got enough stuff to deal with, right? Enough deal with us, right? They know, Mama, have you eaten? Too big and too grown for that. That's what that's. So we got the peanut butter, we got banana, beets. Take the beets, add the beets to our drink. Add the beets up in this piece. Got the beets in there. Beets. We're gonna put a little ginger. We're gonna add a little ginger, and we're gonna add a little cinnamon to it. Okay? Put a little pizzazz to that piece. You know, so to the story. Now, one time my wife came up with cancer, and it was bad. So we knew that we had a plan that my son was gonna be home by himself. So I had to get into dad mode and make sure that this young man knew how to feed himself before we went off had to go off to the hospital for her treatment. So I taught him how to cook, because I said I can't depend on no one to be able to come down here with him to cook for him, whatever, you know. So the first thing I started him off with was grilled cheese, French fries. Just the small things to get him used to being in the kitchen. He got used to being in the kitchen. He did it. He would cook for himself, little meals, we leave stuff out for him, whatever. Because sometimes we would leave like 4 in the morning. We wouldn't get back to 11 o'clock at night. And, you know, we're checking on him, make sure he was good. And at the time, he was here by himself. And then he handled his business. Part of being responsible, part of growing up, part of teaching, you know, part of teaching our young men. Teaching our young men how to be responsible, not being lazy, not depending on people to do things for you, right? Handle your business, do what you gotta do. It's not hard to cook. You know, if you're hungry enough, you'll learn how to cook. Stop depending on just fast food and Uber Eats and all that mess, right? I ain't got time for that. You know, they want to charge me an arm and leg to do that. I'd rather cook my own food because I know how it's going to taste, right? So I'd rather cook my own food. Again, I think it's so important to learn, to teach our kids how to cook. Just what people say, oh, you teach a kid how to fix a car. Cool, that's good too. We can do that. Kid too, self-sufficient and learn how to cook for yourself. You might get married one day and know how to cook for your kids. Somebody come break down that and come down and have them with your wife, whatever. My mother always told me that people haven't been to be able to do that, so you can't miss a beat. So she won't be worried. Got enough stuff to worry about, right? Again, representing CMD. Get a chance, please. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. Bring you into my kitchen, bring you into my world of what we do in the morning, what I do in the morning to start getting my body ready for these workouts, right? Get my body ready for life in the morning, right? That's important. So. A lot of noise going on, but it's important for us to get the nutrients in our body first thing in the morning, so we can be ready. The bacon and egg stuff and all that stuff, get out of here. You don't need that. Let's get some good stuff in our body so we can live for a minute. Trying to make sure I have it in there for a minute, blend it for a minute, because I got that kale in there. I'm gonna make sure that kale's good and chopped up real good, so I'm not eating pieces of kale when I'm drinking, right? But again, I can't reiterate enough for men to handle their business in the kitchen. Know how to cook. Don't put all that pressure on our wives, on our girlfriends like that. That's not good. Learn how to do it for yourself. And believe me, they got YouTube now to where you can follow something now. I just think it's laziness if you don't want to know how to cook. Right? So just go ahead and teach your kids, teach your sons, teach your daughters how to cook so self-sufficient for themselves, so they ain't got to depend on nobody to do nothing for them. Kids going off to college, learn how to cook. It'll be so, believe me, they'll thank you. It's so useful, right? My son come in now, he does the workout thing and everything. He cooks his own food, anything he needs to cook, he knows how to cook, right? I said, this is needed. He needed to know how to do that, and he does it. He does a good job, but he cooks very well. So I'm proud of that he took the initiative after his mom got sick. She just jumped in that kid. He was 12, and he's 20 now. So it's been a minute. So we did what we had to do, right? Don't make excuses, right? Don't make excuses because she was sick. That we can't do this. No, we handled our business, right? He was here, handling business. We took care of her, make sure she got to the Sloan Kettering Hospital. They was very good to her up there. I applaud them because they took care of us. There was some tough times. Then we found out she had cancer, stage 4 cancer. But by the grace of God, she got through that piece, and as all it was, right? So we're gonna hit this one more time. Make sure it's good and blended, and then we're gonna drink this piece. And then, when you're in the kitchen, right? When we're in this kitchen, please, let's make sure we clean up after ourselves. A lot of people cook and they'll leave the kitchen just as messy, right? you're gonna use the kitchen, clean up after yourself. Don't nobody want to come in there after you cook and got to come up behind you and clean up and shit. This ain't cool and shit, you know? If you cook, clean up behind yourself afterwards, right? So you ain't gotta worry about the last minute doing everything, right? I remember back in the day, my mom, you know, we were coming, she would have different weeks, different weeks to wash dishes. And, you know, she'll come in the kitchen and make sure, we didn't have no dishwasher, we grew up in the hood, growing up in Camden, right? So, she come in that hot water, that water's cold, bro, you doing all them dishes over again. You doing all them dishes over again. So make sure you clean up behind yourself. Make sure your water's nice and hot. You got a dishwasher? Put stuff in the dishwasher. Kitchen shouldn't be dirty. Let's try this piece. As I'm talking about. Very nice. This piece. This protein is called chocolate milkshake. Pretty good. Right, again, we got kale, we got beets, we got blueberries, we got half a banana, and we got whole banana in this one. Whole banana, ginger, and cinnamon. And man, you know that cinnamon start working, that ginger start working, get that blood flowing. We're gonna ready to hit some iron. All right. This is again, please subscribe, hit the like button. This is Dougie Wynn off Dougie Wynn going off the channel. Again, we're repping CMD. Love you guys. Be safe. See you guys the next time.